Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Over the Curb podcast, a Formula One podcast for fans old and new by Formula One fans old and new. This is the transfer window roundup. We have some hot piping news. There's nothing to talk about in football transfer window, but Lewis Hamilton is joining Ferrari in 2025.
Okay, first question. Is this the best transfer deadline day news you have ever heard across any sport?
No.
Yeah, I think so.
It's not the best, but it is one of the
Yeah.
oh my god moments
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
biggest
is
at least.
happening.
Yeah.
Not biggest, but yeah, it's up there.
Guys, I just want to say, Lewis Hamilton, 11 years ago, also switched to a new team 1 year before regulation change. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, thoughts?
You go first. I'll let you know my thoughts later.
Oh my God. I'm going through all stages of grief. I don't know, it started with denial. I don't even know what stage I am at, but I think I'll finally reach acceptance once I get to know that Bono is also coming with Lewis. Because man, I don't know how to feel about it. And there are like a lot of reasons why I am worried about this move. One, Ferrari, like iconic brand, everybody's a Ferrari fan, blah, 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 everything. But they have been a shit show. They were less of a shit show last year, but that's only because the year before that was way worse. So like our bar was pretty damn low first.
Mm-hmm.
Second, Ferrari, for the last 2 years, Ferrari has always been like, we are not going to pick a number one driver. And I think a driver pairing like Charles and Lewis, you have to pick one driver. And I don't know how the dynamics are going to play out if they pick one driver. Because if it is not Charles, then how do they keep
Oh,
him
yeah.
in the
He will
team?
be pretty upset.
Yes, because he has more than paid his dues. He's stuck with Ferrari through all their clownery. Every shit show. He has defended the team. He's never badmouthed. He's never gone Alonso mode, or like Seb's last couple of months in Ferrari mode. He's always been loyal to the brand. So like so if they were to compete with Red Bull in 2025 or McLaren for that matter, because I think McLaren also has a very strong driver lineup. So if we were to have a battle like that, they need to have one driver, like, because Red Bull for sure are going to, we now know, I think there is no doubt who Red Bull is going to pick. And I'm not sure about McLaren because last year McLaren's good form started halfway through the season. So it kind of didn't matter because Max was already up ahead, way ahead of everyone else. But I think in 2024 and onwards, they are going to have a number one driver. And I think that if Ferrari has a competitive car, Charles and Lewis are just keep going to take points off of each other, and a third party is going to win. And it will never. Lewis is not going there to be a second driver. So I don't know how to feel about this. Yeah, I think I have right now. I only have these two things to say. I'm not sure how to feel about this. I couldn't sleep last night, guys. Couldn't sleep. Slept at 5 a.m. I was so confused.
Yeah, it was constantly running on my mind though. Even though I was working today all through my day, there was only one thing which was running on my mind. What made Lewis move to Ferrari at this point of time?
Yeah, I
That
mean,
question.
the thing is that it's like, see, if he moves there and he's not able to do anything, he's not able to win the championship, whatever, then it's pretty similar to what Alonso did, what Kimi did, what Vettel did. Like it's like similar thing, like all of these greats at one point were at Ferrari, then we're like, ho gaya, can't do it anymore, and they either changed team or left. I think Lewis is going to leave after Ferrari. I don't think that there will ever be a day when he will be like, okay, now I'm going back to Mercedes, or he can't go to Red
No,
Bull.
no, no. That's not happening.
And I don't think he will go back to McLaren also, because McLaren finally has a solid driver lineup after 2 terrible years of Daniel Ricciardo. So I think after this, Lewis is going to, like, it just feels like a side quest for him. Like he's done with the game, Bro's just doing side quest, 100% achievement.
I am more thinking about what did Ferrari offer Luis that he made up
I'm
his
thinking,
mind.
how bad was that car? It's like this news. This seems like the news that would come in the summer break. How
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alonso did it. Alonso dropped the news of moving to Aston Martin. Like just the first day of summer break, he was like, "Adios, Alpine. I'm going to Aston Martin and make that bank and make the owner's son look like a fool. Yeah, I it makes me think like how bad was the W15 that Lewis just sat in it and it was like, I'm out, can't do this another year.
Yeah,
Be-
even Toto said that thing, right? They had this contract, the clause thing, and they know one day Lewis would leave, but the timing is what
the timing is what, yeah.
caught them off guard.
Even then, like Carlos Sainz's statement was like, following today's news, Ferrari and I will be parting ways after 2024. And I'm like, did nobody tell the guy that we are like not, because up until now we were hearing all this news about, okay, Carlos and Ferrari are negotiating, and apparently Carlos wants a long-term deal, they don't want to give him that, blah blah blah, and so there was a kind of a stalemate, and this is how the dude finds out. Man, this guy, like, I feel so bad for Carlos. I hope Audi.
And he has given like let's wait 20 years for Ferrari.
Yeah. That I agree though.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like from Renault, from McLaren, from like he was let go because there's another big name coming. I don't
Yeah.
know for what happened with Toro Rosso. I think Toro Rosso, it was pretty clear that Daniel and Max are locked in for a while. So maybe he left because of that. But Renault, he left because Daniel was coming to Renault. Again, same thing happened with McLaren. Daniel was coming at McLaren. But like, and to be very honest, we were just hearing rumors that maybe the next Ferrari driver is going to be Alex Albon.
What?
Do you remember?
When were these
Yeah,
rumors out?
So like last year there were like rumors going around that
During
if
mid-season.
during mid-season it is that if Carlos Sainz goes to Audi, because Carlos Sainz Senior has a lot of connections with Audi due to his Dakar performances, and if Carlos Sainz goes to Audi, then Ferrari would probably go for Alex Albon, and 2026 Ferrari lineup is going to be Alex Albon and Charles. It was like, okay, cool, like Albon deserves a seat in a top team, he's been doing well in Williams, blah blah blah. Like nobody saw this coming. Starting of last year, there were a couple of rumors about Lewis going to Ferrari, that they've been in talks or some shit like that. But I don't think anybody expected that Lewis was going to not retire at Mercedes, you know?
Yeah. And when I got to know that George is putting like better timing than Lewis in all the training sessions, I knew that car was built around George.
Dude, if that whoever the guy was who said that it's the first time in 2 years that the car has felt like a car. Like, I mean, there was something really wrong with the last two cars that Mercedes built.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even so, Kramer, I think like Lewis has been in a Mercedes powered car all his life, all his racing career.
Yeah.
Right from McLaren days. Like, I don't know, man. That's why I don't know what to make of this move. And also the rumors started coming in the afternoon sometime yesterday, our time, at least India time afternoon, they started coming in, and the official announcements didn't come until night. So I was like, maybe this is all like it was taking a bit too long. Usually when there are rumors this robust, the announcement comes within a couple of hours, but it took a bit longer. But apparently it was because they wanted Lewis for this year, which would have been insane. Can you imagine, like 2-3 weeks before the start of the season, there is
A driver shakeup.
yeah. Man, that would have been crazy.
Oh God. Yeah.
The only thing crazier than this would have been if Lewis was joining Ferrari this year.
And Sebastian Vettel
Oh,
returning to
that would have
Mercedes.
been very harsh on Carlos.
I mean, I would suggest that in that case, it would have been a swap, because Mercedes would have been like, we need a driver who is. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I was thinking that, when we record this, maybe we can do our driver silly season prediction, because a lot of people's contract is ending in 2024, but it's very difficult to wrap my head around this news.
And also, they clearly want George as their first driver. I don't want Carlos to be a second fiddler again.
Carlos wouldn't be a second fiddler anyway. But okay, first I want to hear from Honey Badger as a lifelong Red fan.
Okay, I'll give you my take on this.
Okay.
I, as a driver, I don't what do we say? I don't hate Lewis. Even I'm a Ferrari fan. We all know how good he is. Even though there is a little bit of start padding because of the Mercedes being overpowered for so many years, but still he is up there. When we talk about the even
Greats.
without all those championships, take out all those dominant year championships. Take a championship year like 17 or 18 or
14,
a 14
14,
15. So
14,
he has
16, I would
earned those
say.
championships. So I mean, you can still argue that the car is overpowered, but there is the driver quality is there. He'll be right there among the greats of F1. Personally, I feel I rate Vettel above Vettel higher than Hamilton because of whatever the personal bias or something. But
Hmm.
still, the most skilled I would say is still still Hamilton
Okay.
on the basis of his racing awareness and all,
Hmm.
dealing with the situation and all. So the thing is, I would have taken Lewis 3 4 years back than right now. But I don't feel this is a good time for him or Ferrari to shake hands with each other. Why? Because we have an exciting prospect who is a potential championship material in Charles Leclerc, right?
Right.
And the championship drought has been what now, 16 years or 17 years?
Yeah, it was Schumacher last, right?
No,
2005.
no, right. Kimi was the last
Me.
2007.
Oh, 2007.
So you kind of now seeing Leclerc and going through all the pain last 2 to 3 years, you would want Leclerc to win the championship, right? He
Yeah.
deserves the championship more than anyone else on the grid, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah. I 100% agree. I have said
But
on this podcast, I
yeah,
want to see him win with Ferrari.
but now Lewis coming to Ferrari, and I am not sure. I probably think it'll not go as expected. Is what my initial thoughts are. But I just want to see how it pans out. I'm excited to see him. How well he'll fit in this Ferrari, because one, he's an out and out English driver. I don't know how he's going to converse in Italian with the.
Italian.
I think he has a 1 year time, so he can maybe learn a few things in Italian.
Duolingo. Please sponsor the
Duolingo.
podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, if you Duolingo guys, if you want to sponsor, I just hit 500 streak yesterday.
Yeah, I saw his story. Kramer reached
Yeah.
500
Yeah,
days streak.
yeah,
Yes.
Which language are you learning?
I'm learning Spanish, Portuguese, and Italian.
Oh, damn. The
yeah.
holy
Nice.
trifecta. Okay, cool.
So
Yeah.
I think not many of the English drivers drove for Ferrari, if I'm not wrong. I can think of Eddie in maybe 1999, before 2000, and I think I can think of Nigel Mansell. That's it. I'm not sure if there are
Yeah.
any other UK drivers who have driven for Ferrari.
It's
It's
predominantly
mostly
been Europeans.
European drivers,
Oh,
yeah, and
yeah.
you can understand it. It's quite
Yeah.
understandable.
Right.
So in all ways, in every which way, I feel it's Hamilton is currently. I'm not saying he doesn't fit Ferrari ever, but currently at this point of time, maybe in 1 year more, he'll be 40 or 41, right?
Right.
I'm not sure if he'll be a fit into Ferrari system or not. But on the other side of the coin, seeing Alonso coming out of the retirement, and in the age of 41, 42, 43, he's competing with young guys like Yuki Tsunoda, and he's hopping onto different teams and still putting up the performances. So I am thinking the other side as well. So that's why I'm excited about what he could bring to the table. One thing I'm more excited is about, which is completely a bullshit theory, but I just want to put it out there. Ferrari has a very bad luck, and their bad strategies and whatever they throw things up, right?
Yeah.
But Hamilton is bringing the luck factor as well.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
that is exactly what I was going to talk about. Is that all this alphabet
let's see
strategy
which force
that
negates
Ferrari
which
brings?
force.
Yeah. Maybe Lewis will cut it down to like, guys, we just C is the limit. That's it. A, B,
Hmm.
C. Those are the three plans. No D, F, G, K, L, nothing. It's like just make three plans. I don't know. I've heard that
Yeah.
uh
I've absolutely loved Lewis as soon as Seb left.
Ferrari or Red Bull?
Ferrari. When Seb
Hmm.
left, if they would have taken maybe after 1 year trying out one driver, and if they would have taken after 1 year, if Lewis would have come to Ferrari, then I would have accepted him with both the hands. But it's kind of I'm kind of over the fence right now. I have a mixed feeling
Hmm.
about this. And the other thing which I wanted to talk about is I was about to say something, but I
Yeah, I mean, like
And
if you look at the timeline, I think it's just Lewis is losing faith, and either he's losing faith in that machinery or the machinery is losing faith in him. Like the Mercedes
Oh
structure is
yeah.
losing
I
faith in
remember
him.
the point now. So
Yeah,
so I hope he doesn't win his eighth in the Mercedes this year, because I want him to come to Ferrari and then win eighth and then end the championship drought and then overtake Schumacher. That would be a fairy tale ending to his
oh, that's
whole
very poetic.
career story.
poetic
Yeah.
poetic justice. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
also speaking of English drivers in Ferrari, Ferrari has signed their reserve driver is a British guy, Oliver
The
Behrman.
current
Yeah,
what's his name?
Oliver
Oliver
Behrman.
Behrman.
Yeah.
This might
He's
be
what, 19
the
or something, no?
Yeah, he's a teen.
Okay,
This
okay.
might be the new Ferrari where they are trying to be more global.
No,
Maybe.
nah, I don't think so. There was a lot of Alamilot, Robert Schwartzman and all those guys, but they are just gone now. I don't think I read about him and he seems like an exciting prospect, but not sure how far Ferrari will take him.
Yeah, but we also have like Arthur Leclerc coming from, like, I think this is a good discussion to have, like, now that these drivers are performing so well even at such older ages. How should the sport change? I think it's similar in football, but with football the advantage is that there are so many clubs. Like you
Yeah, there
still
are no
have,
limitations. There
exactly,
it
you
is
still
only
have.
20 seats.
Yep. How should the sport change? I was thinking about we were watching Captains, and I was just thinking, like, whenever they would show Thiago Silva, and I was like, this guy is literally putting in such good performances. How does it affect the young and upcoming talent? And then I thought, man, there are like so many places for people to play. Like, we just know, like, at least me personally, I just know like Premier League and the big leagues, right? I know Bundesliga, Ligue 1, and La Liga. Those are the leagues I know, but there are leagues apparently there's a Turkish league. Now there's Saudi
Oh
league. There are
yeah,
leagues in South America that I don't know of. So like there is
Korea,
like you
South
still
Korea.
have, exactly, there are still a lot of opportunities for these people to play, even if, let's say, the retirement age of any athlete is just increasing day by day. Well, not the case in Formula One. And which brings us to another news, which is like they're not allowing Andretti to join Formula One. Like, either you do, what do you say? Every team should have like three drivers. I don't know, because like there's so many good drivers. Theo Pocher, Robert Schwartzman, so many of these people who came from Formula 2, and then they just disappeared because they're like, how long are we going to wait? Giovinazzi,
Yep.
okay, he was in Alfa Romeo, but again the thing was that how are they going to upgrade him to Ferrari when there are already so many drivers? Like, everybody's competing for those 20 seats, and there is newer and newer crop of drivers just coming. They're like karting F4, F3, F2. How
Yep.
is it going to work? So the sport needs to change, because I think Alonso, to an extent, Lewis also, and even Sebastian, until his last year in Aston, he was maybe not putting in as good performances as Fernando did. Maybe the car was not that strong, whatever it was, but like, he was no slouch. Like, he was still, like, there were so many on the line photo finishes between Seb and some other driver, whether it was K-Mag, whether it was Alonso. Like, he was proper fighting with them, and literally, I think Kota is one example where you remember we discussed, he was fighting for P7 till the line against Magnussen. I think these drivers have shown that age is not a factor anymore. It's not as big of a factor. If you have the talent, you can actually have a career for a longer duration of time. So I don't know, like, right now, if I look at the grid, I see potential in Max, Charles, Lando, all these people, they do have the potential to have a career like Lewis, like Alonso. They can.
Yeah.
Whether they are going to continue that long or not is up to them, but they do have the potential because the path has been laid for them by these people. They have shown that, we can. Age is just a number. Like, look at Fernando Alonso. So, like, now, biggest question. Speaking of Fernando Alonso, who do you think is going for that Mercedes seat next year?
I strongly think it is Ocon.
I was going to say Gasly.
Gasly.
Okay.
Gasly one.
It would have been dream move for me, man, if Gasly goes to Mercedes.
If you saw that George Russell and Fernando Alonso reel, man, I really think it is going to be Fernando.
Okay,
I really
does
think.
Mercedes need like a role Fernando Alonso?
I mean, see, the thing is that George has a good relationship with Fernando. I don't know how it will. I think
But
people can have
yeah,
good relationships with
George
George if
is a
they're
guy
not
who
his
will be
teammate.
having good relation. Yeah,
He can only have a good relationship if he's not their teammate.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So I think
Yeah, but
Alex
he had a
Albon
good
is a good
relationship with
option.
Latifi.
Yeah, because he was better.
And
He was driving
what
better.
were
Like, I
they
mean,
fighting for?
no, but the thing is that George knew that he was any day better.
Yeah,
And George was actually a more likable character in Williams.
yeah, and they were not fighting for anything.
They're fighting for survival.
Literally,
They were
yeah,
surviving to
literally
drive. They
that's
were
it.
literally driving to survive.
Yeah, literally that's it. They're like, he both have to perform, or even if I just perform, it's good. That's it for him. At
What?
Mercedes, these stakes are so high that he is a grumpy man.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? Who's going to Mercedes? So Kramer, you said Ocon. I think it's
Yeah.
Alonso. Honeybadge, do you have a different answer or same?
I mean, I would want Vettel in the seat right now.
Oh my God. Vettel, please come back. Please listen to our prayers.
Wow.
But that's not the
German
realistic
connection.
option. Yeah. And Toto and Vettel have a good relationship as well off the track because
Man, I want
Toto was
Alonso to
invited
go
to.
there and Audi 2026, Carlos Sainz and
Hmm.
Sebastian Vettel.
Just
Let's
imagine,
do it.
like 4 years ago,
Could be.
someone's telling that Alonso is driving for Mercedes and Hamilton is driving for Ferrari.
And Sebastian Vettel will race for Audi 2026.
Yeah,
Make it happen. Make it happen, guys. Make it happen.
people would have been like, nah, not happening. Simple.
No, man. See, I think Audi should 100% go for Sebastian Vettel. That guy not only is an amazing driver, but his knowledge of what a car is, his technical knowledge is so great. For a new team like Audi, he is going to be a big asset to be driving that car to help in develop. Considering that these are new regs, again, 2026, new regs, so everybody's starting from scratch. So Sebastian Vettel's understanding of a car and subsequent help in development of the car is a big advantage to whoever takes Sebastian Vettel. I think Sebastian Vettel should come for Audi. Can you imagine a battle like that? Can you imagine Red Bull, Mercedes, Ferrari, Audi, McLaren?
All these
Just
supposed to be washed drivers racing for first spot.
Back to 2012 again.
yeah, bring that great era back.
Yeah. Okay. My other option for Mercedes would be why not Carlos?
I mean, I
Why not
think
Carlos?
Carlos would. I don't think if the rumors about Carlos Sainz going to Audi is true, I don't think Mercedes would be keen on bringing him in for just 1 year.
Yeah, I mean, Mercedes won't. I don't think Mercedes will go for Carlos because there is no connection at all between both. Not even professionally, not even personally. So
Yeah,
he
and
would be
I
a
think
complete
Carlos
misfit.
Sainz, Carlos Sainz Senior has been really using his connections for that Audi seat for Carlos Junior.
Okay.
So
The
I think
realistic options are, I feel maybe will they go for Ricardo?
they could. I mean, it. Oh my
And
God,
See,
what
yeah.
about Alexander Albon?
the
Yeah.
no.
Albon also.
The
No, I
only
think
realistic
Albon.
options, according to me, are either Ricardo or Alonso. That's it. I don't think
I
Mercedes will
I
go
wouldn't.
Oh,
for.
they literally have Albon in Williams right now.
Yeah, because of the Williams thing. I think Alex Albon
Yeah,
is also another good option, which is
Okay.
actually what the speculation is. Like, I don't think
yeah.
anybody has
He
even
will
thrown
be like
Ricardo's
more
name in
than,
the hat right now.
yeah, he will be more than happy to be like a Bottas in Mercedes.
Ricardo is not going to be a Bottas. Like,
No,
Ricardo, at least
Albon.
Albon. Oh,
Yeah,
no, man, but I don't even want that for Albon. But I think Ricardo has a good chance, man. Like, who doesn't like Ricardo? I know he's back in the Red Bull family and everything, but I don't know if his trauma of the McLaren days is going to deter him from going back to a Mercedes car. You never know.
Yeah.
Because he after McLaren he went back to the RB family because he realized, because like even with his move to Renault, like Red Bull at that time was using Renault engines, so it was not that big of a change. It was just he just went to the engine supplier rather than a customer team of that engine supplier. That was the only change. But he struggled in that McLaren so much, so I'm not sure how keen he would be. I mean, it's a fantastic opportunity for him to be in a Mercedes seat. Like, they have 8 constructors and blah blah blah, all of that. But I don't know, as much as it would be good, maybe then George Russell would become a little bit more likable, like how Max became when they were teammates. So I don't know.
And this is like a really weird situation.
No, this has opened up the silly season so much, because we already had so many contracts expiring in 2024, but now it's like, and I think the good thing is that Ferrari locked Charles for a longer time and McLaren locked Lando for a long time. Do you think Lando would have tried for the Mercedes seat if he hadn't just signed a contract?
Could be.
I don't think so. Again, it's George Russell factor. They
Yeah.
know that all drivers know that there is George Russell.
Yeah, I think between George and Lando, it would have become a Nico Lewis kind of a relationship again. They both would have been. They both whine so much. So whiny
Did
both
you
of
guys
them.
read the article in F1 about the potential drivers who are going to be in Mercedes for 25?
No.
So the
No.
list is Alonso, Esteban Ocon, I think Daniel Ricciardo, Alexander Albon, and I think one more option is Mick Schumacher.
No, yeah, we haven't even talked
Oh,
about Mick.
Yeah, but I don't
and
think they'll take Mick.
I
uh,
think they need a proven driver in that second seat.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah,
George, no wonder. Like, okay, I'm not
yeah.
taking anything away from him. He had a good 2022 season. But I think the
Mhm.
moment that Mercedes was stable enough, like when we were not dealing with porpoising and shit like that, when that Mercedes was stable enough, he was nowhere close to Lewis. Like, he still has a long way to go in that Mercedes seat. He can be
Yeah,
the future, but he's not, like, that time hasn't come yet. So if Mercedes is still going to 2025 onwards, still be fighting for the championship, or at least to finishing top 3 in the constructors, they need a proven driver. And I know Mick was driving a shit house, but like, it's really, I mean, I feel bad for the guy, man. He's literally the son of a legend. He will never not be compared to that. Yeah, sometimes it makes me feel like I wish he was Ralph's son. It would have been easier. He would still have the Schumacher name, wouldn't have this pressure. Man, feel so bad for him. But there is never
yeah,
going to be
it
a
is
day when he's
almost
not
being
compared
like
to
Messi
Michael.
or Ronaldo's son.
Exactly. You'll always be compared to the legend. I mean, yeah. And this is how bad it is. Like, we're discussing all these options and none of us even considered Mick Schumacher when he's their reserve.
but the realistic choice would be either according to me, it should be either Alonso or Danny Rick. That's it.
And for
Hmm.
me, it has to be Ocon or someone young, man. I don't want to see Alonso in Mercedes.
Why?
Why?
I don't know. Man,
I don't know, man.
I have
It's
something
good
personal with
chaos.
Alonso, man.
It's good chaos.
He like fought 2 continuous seasons. He said he's gonna retire and he came back. Since then,
And
I'm
that's
like, bro, just
fine.
retire. Yeah, that's fine. I know. Since then, I'm like, just bro, just retire. Because we
As a
have
Lewis
seen
supporter, I
enough.
cannot stand behind that statement. Why? Why would you
Dude,
ask him to
I
retire?
have
He's doing so great.
Yeah, I have seen enough Alonso over the years. I want to see new drivers. At least
And you
Luis is
haven't seen
there to
enough
win
Lewis?
Yeah,
You
he's
haven't seen
there to
enough
win
Lewis?
that one championship. Man,
Oh,
I'm
and
giving
so is Alonso. He's
him
there
one
to
more
win
season.
his
If he's
third.
not winning that, it's like done.
So he's not winning that in
If the,
Aston, but with Mercedes, maybe. I don't know. I think it's
man, what's
it's
the point
it's
of
well
winning the
manufactured
third
chaos.
championship?
I think Alonso to Mercedes is well manufactured chaos. I think it'll be very good. I also think that George
Yeah.
Russell needs to touch a little bit of grass, and I think that Alonso is the perfect teammate to do that for him. Needs to calm down a little little bit.
Yeah.
I can see like Lewis Hamilton being George Russell's best friend from next season.
Lewis Hamilton being?
George Russell's best friend from next season.
I don't know. But where do you think Carlos Sainz will go? Which
Hmm.
teams does Carlos approach for 2025?
Red Bull.
Where? Where in
Checo.
it?
Red Bull, second seat, Checo.
With Daniel waiting for it. They have Daniel waiting
Daniel,
for it.
if Daniel goes to Mercedes,
If
Checo
Daniel
will be
goes to
demoted.
Mercedes.
And
Do you think
Daniel
that?
to Alfa Romeo, Bottas retire.
Yeah, but if anybody needs to retire, it is Bottas.
And what is he even trying to prove in that seat?
He's not. He's in his Kimi.
He's not trying to prove anything. He just
He's
wants
in
to be
his
in F1.
Kimi
That's it.
phase. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Kimi in Sauber phase. Yeah, he's in that phase.
it's like I am here, guys. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, sober is very pretty sober.
Yeah.
They don't want any shit. They just want to finish 8th or 9th and just chill out. That's it.
Yeah.
And produce
They
talents
are.
to Ferrari. That's it.
Yeah, they are just, it's a time game for them, right?
Yeah.
Audis they just need to survive till 2025 end of season. That's it. After that, they're done. But so you think Carlos goes to Creamer Red Bull? I don't see it happening. Also because I think
Let's see.
somebody I think somebody posted that Toto got in touch with Alonso. I think they would want a driver like Alonso in that.
Alonso in
Okay,
Mercedes,
Mansi,
come on.
how about I'm just putting it out there. How about Hulkenberg?
To
No,
Mercedes,
thanks.
Yeah,
the faded move
the
that almost happened.
German connection. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Is
move
that even possible?
so
Yeah. He was the first
years
option.
ago he was the first option. So if Lewis hadn't joined Mercedes, I think the next in line was Hulkenberg at that time. I think Hulkenberg he would have been a good option when he was being considered. I think while his performances in the Haas has been amazing, no doubt about it.
Just imagine at the end of the season, we'll come back to this podcast and if my
How
prediction
wrong will
goes
it
right.
be?
No, if my prediction goes right, this
Your
prediction
oh my
goes right.
god, yeah. If this prediction goes right, you are getting plus 10 for the prediction league
What?
for
No,
this
no, no,
season.
plus 20.
Such
Plus
low
20
stakes.
because it is Hulkenberg.
No. I should be considered as a unanimous winner.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you will be. Man, our prediction league comes down to like 1 point, 3 points, 5
Yeah,
points.
20
20
points is
points, I
like,
think you're already a winner.
yeah, 6 race points.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
oh my god,
Mm.
Hulkenberg. Yeah. What if
And if
Rosberg
it's a
comes back?
Fernando Alonso,
What if
okay,
it
yes.
is like Nico Rosberg, please come back.
Nah,
Yes.
Again a German driver.
This
No,
is
but I
this
think
is
And we went out of hands when it was Alonso. If it's Alonso, just announce it like 6 or 9 months before the season. Let me just settle in with the news.
okay. I just saw this meme regarding this whole chaos. You know that the domino meme, right?
yeah.
Where
Yeah.
one guy will be sitting
Yeah,
and
Yeah, yeah,
trying
yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Someone posted that photo saying Nicolas Latifi hitting the wall, and the bigger domino is the Hamilton joining
moving to Ferrari.
Ferrari.
Yeah.
Oh, he would have retired 2 years ago if Latifi hadn't fucked up.
Yeah, it is. That Latifi crashing into the wall is a 2021 reference. Abu Dhabi.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That idiot.
No, but like my dream scenario, I would say 2026 at least. I would say Red Bull is Max and Daniel. Mercedes is George and Alonso. Ferrari, Charles, Lewis. McLaren, Lando, Oscar. Audi, Carlos, Sebastian. That's my dream scenario.
But Fernando
Bring
won't
it on.
last long in that Mercedes. If let's say they
Yeah, it's
hire
two
for
seasons.
25 seasons.
2
No, I
seasons
don't
is
think
his
so. He'll
average.
be 44, 45
And
by then.
Fernando Alonso has been that like underdog story. We don't know how he does with this
I
like
don't
good
think
team.
Fernando Alonso was ever an underdog except for the
Good,
first
no.
season when he competed.
He's not an underdog.
He's
No,
never
no,
been
no.
an
With
underdog.
Aston Martin. With Aston Martin. It's like
Ah.
whole constructor is an underdog, no? Like that.
Even Hamilton's story also, it kind of seems like a messy story. Growing up with one team, being
Hmm.
loyal to that team only, and suddenly something happens within the team, and
Yeah, this is Lewis ka PSG era.
Just imagine.
yes.
Yeah. Just imagine first and last championship with different teams, just not Mercedes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is also quite poetic, no?
Yeah, and then Lewis winning with Ferrari, the eighth championship would be like Messi lifting the World Cup, and then he's like, okay, adios, I'm
Dude,
done.
that's the
Now
best
I'm
ending
going
to
to
a
MLS.
what Formula E?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but Hamilton winning his eighth in his first season with Ferrari and ending the championship drought. That's like a
And breaking
perfect
Schumacher's record.
Fairy tale.
fairy tale ending
Yeah.
Yeah.
for his career.
And Ferrari going for another 16 to 17 years drought.
No, I don't
I
think so.
don't
I
care,
don't
man.
think
I
so.
don't care.
I don't think
I
so.
don't
I don't
care.
think so. I think Lewis is going to streamline a lot of these things that have been a problem for Ferrari. I think under Binotto, they might have made a good car for the new Rex, but he just focused everything on engineering and everything else fell apart. And Fred, I mean, I know he needs time, and I think I read somewhere that because Lewis is moving their stock price rose. Second, they're also getting more personal. So like they're poaching people from like Red Bull and shit like that because
Yes.
Lewis is coming
Yes, yes, yes,
to
yes,
Ferrari.
yes.
So crazy.
And this will
I
all be summed up in one documentary on Netflix someday.
Oh, do you think that Drive to Survive people are like, man, you can't do this to us 20 days before we drop our new season?
no. I think in the next season it will all be covered. Don't worry. All the drama will be covered. It will be the first
Yeah,
episode.
pretty sure.
Yeah. And did you see the contract details which have been slightly leaked, which are rumored actually offered to Hamilton for Ferrari?
No.
Mhm.
So apparently it's a 100 million contract.
Ooh, damn.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
And Ferrari has also promised to participate in the initiatives, go along line
Yeah.
with him in his
Diversity and
whatever
inclusion
diversity
initiatives.
and Black Lives Matter movement. So yeah,
Yeah.
they
I
know
mean,
how to
that's a big
negotiate, man.
step considering that Italy right now, if I'm not mistaken, I mean, that's true for I think half of the world, but they kind of have a
Germany.
right-wing government. And
Okay.
Ferrari is such a big, like it's Italian, like Ferrari and the brand. It's like Renault for French people, right? It's
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
so
Italian
much a part
pizza.
of their
It's
Italian,
Italian
yeah.
Ferrari.
Yep. So it's interesting. I mean, I am excited for 2025. I kind of want this season to be over quick. So I'm like, can we just fast forward this?
Just Lewis to Ferrari took the shine of the current season.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you
I
ask
mean,
like most Formula One fans, they will be like, okay, we are skipping this season.
yeah. Like we do skip intro and Netflix. We're like, just fast forward this. Like just get us to 2025 already.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm
Just
excited.
imagine Max winning again and no one cares.
Also, in all this drama, we might have missed the fact that Haas has shared the reel of the new car.
No.
So,
It's the livery, not the car.
I mean, of course, every team is just going to do that. Nobody's launching their actual car, but
Mhm.
thoughts on the Haas car.
It's better to not talk about it. There is nothing
Yeah,
special in it, so it's not worth talking also.
looks pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Please to draw
Oh, we
conclusion
haven't.
on anything.
I mean, we are late to the thing, but we haven't actually talked about Gunther Steiner leaving Haas. I think, have we?
No.
Yeah,
We
and
have
less
we
content for Netflix.
I mean, Daniel is back, so Daniel Ricardo is back, so it's okay. They actually box. What is the name of that
No,
production?
do
It's
they
box to
let
box, right?
do they let reserve drivers talk?
Sorry,
No, do they let reserve drivers talk?
he's not a reserve driver, no?
he's not a reserve driver.
Oh
He's
yeah,
driving for that Visa Cash App
Visa
Credit
Cash
yeah,
App
Bureau.
yeah,
RB.
yeah, yeah.
Can we just 10 seconds? Can we just talk about how awful those names are?
Visa, what is it? Visa Cash App, RB, Red Bulls,
RB.
or Raging Bulls, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Visa Cash App. Recently, some big stadium in US was named after Crypto.com.
Yeah, they had
Spotify Camp, no.
Yeah.
there was also an
Oh, yeah.
FTX. FTX,
MoneyGram has.
MoneyGram has. But I mean, both the names, Kick, Sauber, whatever the fuck, and Visa, Cash App, whatever the fuck. Yeah. Really, really bad names.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gunther Steiner leaving Haas.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Apparently it was because Gene Haas didn't want to spend more money on the team and Gunther wanted him to.
Yeah.
And so Gene Haas was like, fuck off.
He closed the door.
He fuck smashed the door.
He fucking smashed the door.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel bad for him, man. I feel bad for him. I think Haas had a I think he was the only reason, because of DTS and the character that he was the only reason people were even paying attention to Haas and maybe even
Yeah.
rooting for them.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
was
yeah.
the reason. If there was any sympathy for Haas, it was because of Gunther.
Yeah, yeah.
It was only because of that. So actually Gene Haas has let go of a very good person in the sense, like he's let go of a brand a brand identity.
Yeah.
Like he's that kind of a person. Like Daniel Ricciardo is a brand, right?
I mean, he brings the attention to team which Sauber is lacking.
Yeah.
Alfa Romeo is lacking.
Hmm.
It's almost the same, right? Haas and Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, but there is no such character in Alpha now.
That's what.
Like,
That's what.
can you even, like, Bottas is like the most deadpan person you can ever ask for. Zoe is also
Yeah.
like he's very
Man,
humble, very down
Bottas
to
is
earth.
only interesting when he's asked to show his ass.
I think that's what Bottas is also doing. He's like, I have this platform, let me just do these things that I want to do. Let me promote the fact that I have a wine and I have a coffee company or some shit like that. And then he's going to go back to his
He's like,
vineyards and
let
his
me
coffee
sell more
fields.
calendars.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do much. And I don't even know who their team principal is. No fucking clue. So yeah. Because even if you look at Drive to Survive, hardly anything ever covers. Like if somebody has only watched Drive to Survive and not watched any single race, if you ask them, they're only going to be able to name 8 or 9 teams. They'll never be able to name 10 because Alfa Romeo is just not there. It's not there.
Yeah.
So in that way, I think Gene has pulled an L here, but
Yeah.
it's okay now. I have no reason to root for Haas. I just want even Nico Hulkenberg to go from there. I think Kevin Magnussen again. Like I think Haas has this problem. Every time they have a driver pairing, they always have one driver who's like really good and one driver who's like very shitty. So it was Mick and Mazepin. Mazepin was shit. Mick was okay. There was Kevin and Mick. Mick was shit. Kevin was okay. There was Nico and Kevin. Now Nico was good and Kevin is Kevin. Kevin's gonna Kevin.
True.
Welcome.
Hi,
Shakti.
guys.
Oh yeah, welcome Shakuni. And thoughts on
Late to the
Lewis
party.
Hamilton to Ferrari. Quick thoughts.
Quick
I am
thoughts.
devastated, shocked, but excited.
Great.
Okay,
Fearless one.
thoughts on Alonso to Mercedes.
Alonso to Mercedes, I am kind of liking it because Alonso is on his sort of a redemption drive. He's
Man, it is called retirement drive.
it's drive to retire.
Yeah. Okay, so we discussed a couple of options. We discussed, I think the prospects are Esteban Ocon, Alex Albon, Fernando Alonso, Daniel Ricciardo, and Mick Schumacher to Mercedes.
My choice is Alonso, Albon, Mick, Ocon, Ricardo.
Wait, you forgot one thing, Mansi. Nico.
But
Nico
Nico
Hulkenberg.
Hulkenberg. Okay, yeah. So Honey Badger
Nico,
is saying that if Nico Hulkenberg signs for that second Mercedes seat, he's going to be the unanimous winner of the prediction league this year.
I don't think that's happening, but I would see Nico before Ocon. I don't know why.
Yeah, Ocon sucks, man. This is a Frenchie now.
Ocon is
And
he was
only
such
good
a
Frenchie is
prospect.
Gasly.
Gasly is love. He is true love.
Yeah, he's the only good French person.
I mean, I
But
agree.
there are
The funniest
reports.
thing about this entire thing that I found yesterday was Fabrizio Romano posting about Lewis Hamilton moving
Dude,
to
that
Ferrari.
dude is
Because
jobless,
that is
okay?
how bad the football transfer window was. This FPP
Yeah.
fear has made the entire Premier League so
Dude,
scared.
no, I don't think it is FPP.
FFP.
I don't.
FFP, sorry, FFP. Sorry.
I don't think it is like FFP or
There wasn't
anything.
the same case last year, right?
No,
Was
last year it was
No,
No,
entirely
last
like
year
no.
Chelsea went crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
We bought Enzo last
Oh
year.
my God, we have to talk about Chelsea Liverpool. We have to. We have
We
to.
just played a really bad game. I slept after 20 the first goal, like
No,
the
no.
Chilwell miss
Before that,
pass. I was
yeah.
so angry. I just slept.
Okay, okay.
Chill.
Let's finish Formula One first. Honey Badger, you were saying something.
No, we have. If we are coming to football, we have to talk about Klopp leaving Liverpool first.
Oh my God.
Oh, we will.
No,
We
why?
will.
Why?
If we are talking about Chelsea, we are talking about Klopp.
Yeah, okay, we will talk about Klopp, but what are we talking about first?
Klopp.
I am heartbroken. I don't know how to. But I mean, I get it. He has been in the club for what, 9 years now?
Yeah.
He's turned that
Hmm.
team around. He's achieved, man. We have what, one Premier League, one Champions League, couple of cups, and then a couple of second finishes. I think that's successful. When he came to the team, Liverpool was shit. Now Liverpool is great again. He made Liverpool great again.
I mean, he could have had two more PLs because in one season, I think he finished on 99 and 97, I guess.
Yeah, he lost
Yeah,
by
yeah,
1 point.
1 point.
Yeah. And obviously to City, who have been spending billions and billions and
Oh,
getting
come on,
players.
man, come on. City have not spent a big chunk of money on one player. Name one player they have spent like a huge amount of money,
No.
like in
I'm
previous
not saying that.
But
seasons.
that's
But
the point. They've built a team.
yeah,
Yeah.
collectively they have spent a lot, right, in the last decade. So obviously you'll have that thing running back of the mind.
So
But
even
yeah,
Liverpool have spent quite a good amount of money.
yeah, I know that. I know that.
Nowhere
But
close to
still,
what City spent.
exactly.
No, it is actually close.
Yeah,
Is it?
Is it?
yeah.
Anyways, yeah, so Klopp leaving Liverpool. I get it. Thank you everything that you did for us, Klopp. You have earned a well-deserved rest. It's okay. I'm sad. I don't know who the next manager is going to be. When I heard the news, I discussed with Neil and he said Xabi Alonso.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
I have a hot take. This has
Yeah.
been such a long relationship for a Liverpool. They have to have a hookup phase before Xavi Alonso.
Oh, or else it might be something what the United fans had. They then, after Saf went, they had a very bad array of managers, and a player turned manager has turned shit for them.
Yeah.
So,
No, I'm telling that there has to be someone who is overlapping with Klopp in the dressing room because Klopp had such a dominant style of football. They can't tweak that. Someone has to be there for around at least 6 to 7 months as a hookup phase for Liverpool, who will be that bridge between Klopp and Xavi Alonso.
I agree to that.
Yeah, but it will be fun to watch Liverpool from next season.
He's such a sadist person.
Yeah, so I mean, again, I was heartbroken about Klopp, but I understand where he's coming from, and let's see, man. I really think Liverpool has a good chance of winning the league this year, and I think
So
this
just
cup
imagine
also we are
another
winning.
season where they lose the cup on a final day to City. Damn, that will be awesome.
Bro, in 23 days we are playing again a cup final together.
Yeah.
After yesterday's match, you can just
No,
like calm
yeah,
down.
keep the Carabao Cup. Keep the Carabao Cup. I don't mind.
So yeah, okay, cool.
What you want, PL or what?
I don't want any trophy, man. I just want to see Chelsea not getting relegated. But my bar
Seriously,
is so low with Chelsea. It is like
another manager who is leaving at the end of the season is none other than Mr. Xavi.
Xabi Alonso, right?
no. Sa-
Yeah, we are also getting a new manager
Again,
again.
again, that's like new contrast style of football.
Yeah,
And
I
Liverpool
don't know, man.
needs to find someone who plays similar style of football as Klopp. And
Barca doesn't
otherwise, they
have
are done
money.
for.
Barca doesn't have money, doesn't have good players. All the players are injured. Frankie de Jong is about to leave. There is no proper captain. Lewandowski is
And,
not settled. And
and
we'll be
Real
out of a
Madrid
manager.
is like going on a glorious win streak.
And they're building the team dude,
Yeah,
even they're getting rid of Cruz, Modric slowly, and they're building good enough midfield again.
and by
They're
the end of this summer, they will be coming for Salah if they don't get Mbappe.
yeah. Salah is going to leave, no? At the end of the
Yeah,
season.
he is going to Real Madrid or Saudi. Simple.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, next season it will be fun.
Salah Salah might not leave in the sense if a good manager comes along, he might not.
But
Because
But
he
I
ha-
think
did he
Salah
sign
is,
the contract? I don't think he has signed the contract.
but he already has a good
yeah, he has
contract,
not
no?
done. No, his contract
No,
is
no,
ending.
no. Yeah, he hasn't extended. He might have one more year after this season. He's like very hesitant to sign it. He has a very good relationship with Saudi.
Yep.
Yeah. And his dream has only for Real Madrid. So, and if Real
Mm.
Madrid doesn't get Mbappe, they are gonna ruin some teams.
But to be very honest, I still don't know why they want Mbappe.
And
I don't think Mbappe is
oh,
going
why?
also,
Because
right?
he's
Is he?
Mbappe.
I don't know which team Mbappe actually fits in, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
But there
I
are
know which team.
so
Teenage Mutant
Which
Ninja Turtles.
yeah.
wow. You were waiting for that, no?
Yeah.
and
Because
this sounded like someone wrote this joke 6 months ago and is waiting to tell it.
Yes, I was.
Real Madrid need a striker. They don't need a winger. They have Rodrigo and Vinicius.
Yeah.
I don't know where Mbappe fits in Real Madrid, but where else will he go? Who else will buy
Yeah,
him?
his ego is bigger than any team right
Yep.
now. Only right team I can see for him is City under Pep.
Yeah, but
I
like
don't
Haaland and Mbappe. Oh my God.
with Grealish, De Bruyne.
Yeah.
When they spent 65 million on Kelvin Phillips and sent him on loan.
That was really funny. But like I didn't know why did they buy him anyway? Like just to stop anyone else from buying him.
No, at that time Rodri was like not that good and Phillips was racing and he got injured right before the season. So that was a bad. Yeah.
Okay,
Dude,
now
what
let's
the
talk
fuck
about
is that
now
Oscar Bob?
Liverpool Chelsea Chelsea.
We
Ah,
just played a really bad game. That's it.
yeah, no explanation.
Also,
Man,
Conor
and
Bradley, man, like who is that guy? What a
yeah,
beast!
oh, that guy is real. But I have to point out again, this fucking Paul Tierney, he pissed me
Ball
off
referees are
really bad.
something.
Yeah, no, when Liverpool falls, it is not even a foul. When Chelsea falls, it is yellow card. Okay,
Yep.
me, Chelsea scored, Nkunku scored a goal. I am happy. Simple.
Yeah, and I had Nkunku in my FPL. I got my points. I'm
Oh,
happy.
and I'm not
Now
buying
next
any
game, let's
Chelsea
see.
players.
I
If I
have
get a
Palmer.
Chelsea
Palmer.
player,
Yeah.
yeah. I have like a jinx problem. No Chelsea player has scored more than 5 points in my team except for Hazard.
No, no. For me,
Because
they
it's
perform
then
well.
for me like the week I got I remember I got Reece James, he got injured. After 2 to 3 weeks I got Mason Mount, he got injured. Got Ziyech, he got injured. That's when I decided I am not getting any more Chelsea players.
But I think so. Palmer is a good choice in FPL wise.
Yeah, and I don't want him to blank or get injured. I don't want to jinx him. I'm taking hit on my FPL team for the sake of Chelsea.
That was it. Deadline, transfer window roundup episode. We'll do the predictions sometime coming week. And thank you everybody for joining. Thank you everybody for listening. Until we have another major news like this drop. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.